welcome back to another video from the Calcio Bros. I'm Christian, again with my brother Luca. So we're going to go into this weekend talking about Matchday 4, what to expect, some of the fixtures, and again what we think could happen this weekend. Before we get started, we'll get you guys to take a look at the fixtures that'll happen before we discuss them.
So this week we're going to talk about what's going to happen on Saturday 1st at 9 a.m. We have Crotone Inter, and I think it's going to be an easy game for Inter. They're going really strong. Spalletti's driving them into the right area and knowing what to do with that team. And then at 12 o'clock we have Fiorentina Bologna, and at 2:45 we have Roma Verona. And I think two interesting games there. I think Roma hopefully can get that win there, playing a good game against Atletico over the weekend. So I think, and as well, Fiorentina have a point to prove after kind of winning their first game 5-0. So I think it's some challenging games for them.
And I know Roma have scored in 23 consecutive games, but they've only scored 2 goals so far. With this streak, it means they can score, but it means they can't score a lot right now, perhaps. But I know Salah left, which means that they have to pick up the attack, but they really need to pick it up in order to really come out, because they haven't been strong like they were last year, I guess, right?
It is, again, new coach, new system, new team. It's going to take a while to get a hang of it. And again, yeah, Salah left, but now we have Florenzi back. Schick is a good signing. Under, Perotti's trying to step up a little bit more. So each player's quality has to improve, and they have to show off their individual strength. So, and then on Sunday at 6:30 we have Sassuolo Juventus, and I think it's another easy game for Juve, coming off very strong from their games, even though they did lose to Barca. But I think Sassuolo is a difference.
They do want to bounce back from that 3-0 hammering. I'll be honest, I believe Juve would have lost against Barca, but 3-0, wow. I would have honestly thought that after they had the best defense last year in the Champions League, going for so long without conceding a goal. I just didn't see it coming. Messi scoring his first goal against Buffon, which was another thing that happened. And during this game too, Berardi set to miss another Juventus game. Do you think he's missing it on purpose, perhaps? Supposedly being injured, I don't know.
No, they did show his injury. His ankle does have 2 stitches in there. So I think this, but it sucks. He's always missed against Juve. But what can you do?
I know the first couple of years with Sassuolo, he was only on loan, so they did have that clause in his contract saying he can't play against his actual team. But then Sassuolo did buy him. So again, he's just been missing games since he's been owned by Sassuolo, which is sort of a coincidence. But who knows what the actual reason is? He could be saying he's injured, but like you said, this time he did show his injury, which means he is injured for real. So again, another easy win maybe for Juve. Who knows? Sassuolo are always tricky, but they have been lackluster at best this year. After that, we do have the 9 a.m. games. We have 4 of them: AC Milan Udinese, Napoli Benevento, Spal Cagliari, and Torino Sampdoria. Some interesting games there. Milan Udinese and Torino Sampdoria, to me, are the ones that stick out. Milan had a good win this week against Austria Vienna, a good 5-1 hammering away. They want to pick it up after they did lose to Lazio. They want to showcase their dominance. They want to come back into Europe. Do you think they could get the win against Udinese as well if Montella sticks to the system he's doing right now?
I think Udinese are trying to get, again, some points in the first 4 games. And Milan are a very strong side, so I think it will take a lot for Udinese to get that win. Same with Benevento against Napoli. Napoli a very strong side, even though they did lose to Shakhtar. They're still a very, very hard team to beat. So I think Benevento are still struggling to get their first 3 points into this league. So.
And considering Benevento have been lucky their last few games, Napoli have one of the best attacks. Even last year, they have the most talented. They did keep the same attack. They didn't let anyone go, so that's good for them. They keep playing with consistency. But who knows? Benevento could pull out a surprise. But to play at the San Paolo, it is difficult to pull out a victory. Spal Cagliari, Borriello will face his former team after scoring at least 15-16 goals last season. Spal looking to bounce back after the defeat to Inter. They are looking good, but they have to stay consistent in order to stay up. They need to pick up the points against teams like Cagliari, just in order to help them be more stabilized come later in the season. Do you think Halliday stands a chance at all, or do you think Spal will probably get the victory
I
out
think
of
it'll
this?
be a back and forth game. I think whoever's going to score first is going to win that game. I think when they score, the team's going to just go park the bus, stay defensive and trying to hold off for that lead, guys, for those 3 points.
Oh, I don't know about parking the bus, but
in that sense, they want to hold that lead and not trying to push
exactly.
for that too much sense. And there's also the Torino-Sampdoria game, where I feel it is the game of the weekend. 2 very strong teams. Torino in a good form, as well as Sampdoria, even though they did play Roma last week, 2 wins in a row, and as well Torino haven't lost a game yet, so I think those 2 are going to battle. It's going to be a very good match. Kiev-Atalanta, very good side. They just beat Everton 3-0. It was very surprising. So I think Kiev is going to have to run for their money.
With Papu probably putting in another strong performance. If you guys haven't seen his goal against Everton, take a look. They did put in a strong performance against Everton. They are looking to bring that over into the weekend. But the thing about Atalanta, they probably don't have the depth to compete in all these games. So do you think we can maybe see a bit of a struggle come later on when more games in Europa League are played, perhaps?
I think yes, but again, you're getting paid to do this. So it is, you have to either do it well or you do it wrong. So the players have to keep up, have to be in form, have to work well. Gasperini has to start whipping them more into shape, having the fitness levels higher. So I think it will push them to the limits, but in the end, I think it will benefit them.
But then again, too, you'll see the tiredness coming from some of these players who aren't used to playing in so many different competitions. But we'll see. It's only the first game of Europa League, only the 4th match day in Serie A. We still have another 5 match days to go for Europa League, so we'll see how it goes. They do have another tough game in Lyon coming up soon. But we'll see how they do, if they can keep it up in Serie A and rest certain players when needed, take them off when they're tired. So that's the one thing Gasperini has to look out for. And to end off the weekend, we do have Genoa versus Lazio. Lazio coming off the hammering of Milan, looking to carry on their form. Genoa lost to Udinese last weekend, so they're looking to bounce back. Do you think Immobile will probably stay on form? He did score the winner this week against, I believe it was the equalizer. Either way, he did score this weekend against Vitesse, this week. But do you think he can continue his scoring form?
Yeah, scoring in the Europa League did help Lazio to take the victory after a big, almost a setback with losing on 2-1, coming back 3-2. And I think Lazio is having that confidence now, beating Milan, winning that Europa League game. So Genoa are going to have to be careful there with the strikers in front, midfield in form, and watch out for the attacking force they have. So.
Do you think Immobile will probably be one of the players to watch out for this weekend, maybe along with Icardi, Andre Silva getting the hat trick, and maybe just Juve in general after that setback? Probably.
I think there's a lot of players to watch out for. Again, Immobile, Icardi. There's some big players. Even I think Florenzi, the Schick, who may play, Perotti. There's individual players coming out from every team that you want to just pick out and talk about and just look for them. But I think those are the most interesting games to really see individual players. But I don't know, I think it'll be a good week.
Speaking of Florenzi, he is starting this weekend against Verona, as reported earlier today. But again, we don't expect him to be at his best, after coming back from a lengthy injury. We expect him to see him play, get back into it. He may be a little rusty, he may be a little not lackluster, but he does have to pick it up a little bit,
He
slowly.
He played that friendly against Chapecoense.
Chapecoense,
my bad. So, and he played amazing. He scored, I think, 1 goal and he got the assist. So I think he played really well. And I hope he didn't change him instead of right back, put him right wing, or even use him for both and keep DeFrel for center forward. But hopefully Di Francesco knows what he's doing, and hopefully Florenzi comes back to his full strength, or even better, that will help us. Let us know what you guys think the player of the week is. Let us know the game of the week. And again, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, as well follow us on Twitter, Calcio_Bros, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Hear from you guys soon. Ciao.